We are live.
All right. Opening up the Economic Redevelopment Commission. It is now 6 o'clock. Looks like everybody is here tonight. Right, thank you for joining us. So, I'm going to go over a few items real quick. Looks like we have our minutes from last week's meeting regarding the plan to accept. Where is it? The new TIP district, and we have it outlined in here. They added each of the property numbers, like Seabird Oil, names of the businesses, and the addresses. So Dwight, I know you were not here, but if you'd like to take a second to look at that, feel free. In the meantime, did anybody have any changes or adjustments? Okay. Go ahead.
You'll note on the page, and thank you, Angela, for putting in the addresses.
You're welcome.
I took out property 3. That's a little parking area across the street. And I didn't think it was probably appropriate to have it in once I took a, it's just blank, and it's a, looks like part of the city lot, maybe at the most a city lot. And so I took that out, just so you know what that is that's taken out. It's a very small piece of the, across the street from, is that?
So is it on the east side of Commerce
Yeah,
then?
on the
So,
east side.
okay, so I know where you mean that. So it didn't really even fit the,
Didn't fit once I got taking a closer look at it.
you probably can't see it. Yeah, it would be, it's across the street, kind of where the dock is at. It's right over there.
I think that little,
Turnaround anyway?
yeah.
Yeah.
The people there had to get a variance because of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes no sense to put in there.
Dwight, any comments? Well, can I get a motion to approve the minutes from last week's meeting?
You make a motion?
Can I get a second? A second. All in favor? Aye. Motion is passed. Move on to our next business. So we have here with us in our packet the facade grant application. This should have been in your email, but I know we've been discussing this the last few meetings. We're going to take a look at that so we can get a good draft together for the city of Butler, and then we can get that final draft typed up and posted.
You know, get that other one from Oakwood County that was attached to this.
I had one from a bank that had bank logos and everything on it.
That was probably Oakwood County one.
Okay.
4-page.
No, I have it, but I did not include
Yeah,
it in.
that was just another one if you want to look at from Oakland County, see if you want to add some language to it.
Oakland City, Oakland City.
What's that?
Oakland City.
Oakland County up in Michigan.
Oh, in Michigan, oh, okay.
So
Go ahead.
I do have a question on the front page, property owner information, where at the bottom line, it says owner's signature dash improvements approved. I think that should just be owner's signature.
So the only thing that I could see is if they were presenting a sign application or the
Unless,
improvement.
well, there's another spot at the bottom to sign, so what do they really want there?
I think you would just want the owner's signature in this piece, unless we were asking them to present us the plan. It's on the very first page, right?
I hate
Or
to ask,
in that first section box.
can we just go through
Yeah.
one by one and decide if we want to? And the only reason I ask this is even with the permits, like, going through that, it's like, 20% of it I don't fill out ever because it's just
It's not
it's just not
necessary.
necessary and it doesn't help me in any way. So if we just start at the top and go through and decide if we need it, I mean, Jared or Justin, if you just wanna
Yeah, that's fine.
walk through, it would just help me because I'm assuming myself or someone will be taking these in, so.
Well, that's when we need to decide whether RDC is gonna charge this or the Butler Main Street's gonna be charged for this. Either way, I want the Main Street to be involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we want them to get the recognition, they're the ones that secured the $20,000 outside, so we'd have to see how we can tie them in.
I think regardless, even if they fill it out, if they manage this, we're gonna need copies, obviously, so.
I mean, at the
Still
top, too,
advantageous.
does the Main Street Association have a, like a signature page or like a letterhead that they can send us to include at the top for downtown facade graph? Just put the City of Butler, Main Street.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can get down, put
Okay.
Butler's logo, Main Street logo.
So basically a cover page
Yeah.
with the logos.
And maybe like the bottom where it says City of Butler Facade Grant Program, maybe that needs to be renamed
The
to
Main
Butler
Street.
Main
Yeah.
Street and Redevelopment Commission Facade Grant
Yeah.
instead of. And Colleen searched and searched. We have this original file in Word, if no one else has it. Do you have it, Andrew?
I don't think so, but I have something similar, I just don't think it's the exact one.
Okay, we found it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so Colleen has it.
So maybe Main Street, Butler, RDC. Was on
Yeah,
there.
something, yes.
Okay.
So in the first, in the applicant information, are we good with everything on here? Is a DUNS number?
The DUNS number does not apply to individuals. You don't have, an individual doesn't get a DUNS number.
And do we need referred by?
No.
I mean, we don't
No.
have a huge downtown, it's not like,
I could give a bonus points for referrals.
No, but we may want an email address,
I like
because
that.
if we have to send documents back and forth, we're
Yeah.
gonna need an email address.
So put that in the referred by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's most communication nowadays.
Mhm.
And their address is gonna be, so if they're leasing it, is that any different from the owner? Cause usually if you're leasing the building, you'd have the building address and then the owner's information to where you get the landlord's permission.
I would say we just always, have the owner do it.
Okay.
You know, if you're leasing it and you wanna take advantage of this, go talk to the owner.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, the owner's gonna be the one that have to come up with the building inspection.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the leasing, is that the right word?
Right, yeah.
So whoever's renting it is gonna have to convince the owner that this is available,
Having a,
but we have to upfront the inspection.
Yep.
Per potential reimbursement, right?
Yep.
That's what we're talking about.
and having a leasee do any of this doesn't seem, they have no decision-making power, so I think we just always deal with the owner.
Oh, we'll add to that, when Auburn, they just did last year on one for the Olive Twist. The owner of the building did one for the windows, but the leasee did one for the sideboard for the entry. So I had two different.
I'd say with
So
our
we
building,
went Twice?
yeah, my building, we just get the permission of the owner and then we submit through them. And
Okay.
They accept the email notification or a letter signed by the
Yeah.
owner.
So I think that would be the difference between applicant, it could be at the same property, but the property owner information is still gonna be property owner information regardless.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be you. There could be two applicants, you guys could award two different ones, but
Yeah.
property owner information.
Okay.
Would you award two different ones for the same structure?
It's up to you guys.
So that is
If it looks good.
a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about facade grants will often do overhangs and different things on buildings. So if you've got two leasees who have two separate overhangs, and I don't know why you wouldn't, you know?
So then, just say there's two leases in the building, You have the owner of the building and the two tenants, so then they could realistically, we could give them 7,500 or up to. Okay.
But it's up to you guys, so you guys can be like, no, we don't think this
We can
counts.
distinguish that.
Yeah, I mean, you could literally just say, when they come for this, you'd be like, that doesn't make sense to give you this 3 times, or it does make sense.
Right.
Oh, yeah, cause see, here's the, I lease the, at the bottom over here, there's I lease or rent the property in consideration. Property owner has provided me with permission to apply for the facade grant program. So there's your distinguishing.
Should be written.
Yeah, written permission is usually what they ask for.
I'll add written in there, okay. Underneath the property owner information is business and or project information. I think that should be labeled differently.
Yeah.
Applicant information, maybe?
Well, your applicant information is up top, but if it's the business or be the leasee, the leasee.
Yeah, or, yeah, leasing.
Are you in agreement with that?
Well, you've got all the property owner information above. I don't think you need the property owner information again. You probably need the
I
business.
think they want I think this is asking for the address of the project.
Right, so, where it says business / property owner name, do you need a property owner name there?
No.
I would take that as property owner. Let's just use Gump's building for an example. I would be the owner, property owner, but I would think down below
Would be Gump's
we
information.
go and fill that
Yeah,
out.
me too.
That's that.
Because your property owner's above, in the section above.
Yeah, so you're right, it's duplicating information in the second column by saying project or business owner's name, because you already provided that in the box above.
Yeah, I think you just need to be business owner's name.
Well, yeah, business or applicant, because the applicant information at the top is really your quick read. You grab, you say, oh, this is this person's name, you don't have to go through the details, it's just a very quick reference, you know what I mean? Because there's just a little bit there. So business information.
Well, you got business information, but then you got type of business down here.
I saw that, I was gonna ask about that, type of business. Business information is the whole section, type of business,
Could be restaurant,
That's-
store,
right,
retail,
yes, that's, yep.
warehouse.
Government.
And we could even dot in an example right there, we could say restaurant, commercial, retail, is just examples right next to the type of business, just so people understand what is meant to go there.
Okay.
You know what I mean, that'd be
Yes,
easy
I'm
enough.
writing that down.
Yeah,
Commercial, retail, restaurant.
yeah, just a couple of them, just so they,
Yeah, I'll see what we can squeeze in there.
yeah.
What are upper facade improvements?
Well, up here, it shows upper floor would be the residential, piece to it. So unless there's a second floor business, or most of these, I'm assuming are apartments up top or vacant.
Could they use this money for even making the windows and things look nicer on the second floor? Because if it's
Oh, yeah.
residential, I'd want them to do that for sure. So I think,
Most common thing that they have.
yeah, that's what,
The second page, there's some things listed.
Yeah.
okay.
Here in that right upper corner where it says for office use only,
Yep, what
it
is,
says tax ID number.
that'd be in the business?
Oh, yes, so
But some
that
people
needs to be moved over to applicants. Yeah, you're right.
So put that where the DUNS.
Yeah, put that in place of the DUNS number.
Does this section give, okay, it's the estimated cost of improvements.
Do we want, or would it even matter, would we want to know who they're using or who they're suspected, like if have they quoted this out, have they?
Are you going to require them to have a license?
Right, do we want, like, who's your contractor? Is it a licensed contractor, that kind of thing?
Well,
Have you applied for proper permitting? That could be a little ahead of,
I mean, we can put that as stipulations, but if I'm not mistaken, we wanted to ensure that they have all this done up front prior to us even releasing any funds going to Main Street.
right,
So,
Page 2, when we get there, I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of that.
okay.
But do we require people in town, build a house to have license? If not, why are you gonna require these people to have?
Because we're giving money to them. That's the only difference in my mind, is if we're gonna give them money, do we want to require a license? Because it's not their money they're spending. I mean, it is, but it's also
I mean, I think,
grant money.
well, I mean, the work's already done, the liability's on them, not the city, in my opinion.
And I think you're gonna increase your costs, that they're gonna have to be licensed. I mean, we got home builders here building $300,000-$400,000 houses that's not licensed.
Yeah.
Why would you have to be licensed to put $7,500 in the storefront?
Right. I mean, I don't think the city has anything to do with that portion unless it's on the city building itself. That's the owners and the leasee's discretion. As long as it's done and it's staying there, the liability remains on them. I mean, they've already paid for it, we're just reimbursing a portion of it.
Maybe licensed wasn't the best
Okay,
term for it. A legitimate company.
Yeah.
Not just them slapping a bunch of stuff up and quoting out their own price and, you know, a legitimate contractor. I don't know how we can put that, not can put that.
night company.
Yeah. Someone that's gonna fall down in a couple weeks, regardless of liability, it's gonna look terrible in downtown when it crumbles. And if we're spending money on it, I don't know how to put that.
Well, could you do that? Approved contractor.
approved contractor list.
You could have an approved contractor that, you know, the redevelopment commission could approve. As far as licensed contractors outside of Allen County, I mean, the licensing is just a registration. Doesn't mean that they're.
That doesn't mean they know anything.
No, that's right.
I like approved contractor because they could just come register with us. It wouldn't even cost anything. Let us know who you are, let us know that, give us a couple of examples of projects you've done, that kind of thing. And then we can
Okay, so
approve.
where do you want that inserted at?
There would be eligibility requirements.
Let's go over.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's move over there
Let's
then.
go to
Okay.
that next page.
Yeah, I guess you could say, you got the guy right around town, cowboy hat. what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Says he's an engineer and stuff, yeah, you don't wanna be giving that money to him. But
right,
Somebody like Henderson comes in, it's building houses.
yes.
They should be licensed to go from.
Yeah.
So, Approved probably a good word for it.
Yep. And we can approve them, just show us, give us a couple projects you've done and you're a real company and happy.
Well, probably also proof of liability insurance, for one thing.
Yes.
So that-
And that's something, just so everybody knows, that's something we want to start doing in the city in general. When someone comes in, okay, you're gonna start doing projects here, give us the name of your company, show us that you have liability insurance, et cetera, just so we know that you're legitimate.
Sure.
Go through each one.
Yeah, you want to read each one out loud? I can. All right, so underneath eligibility requirements, check each box to indicate acceptance of the eligibility requirement. Work that does not comply with the eligibility requirements is subject to reduction or retraction of award. First box, all work must be performed within the downtown commercial area bounded by NNS, whether it be
North and south.
north and south. Broadway Street, Oak Street, East and West Main, and Depot Street. See the attached zoning map. And then anything changed within that first line item.
Must be done on the,
Or it must be.
oh, well, it could be,
Angela, do you need me to make a zoning map for that?
Yes, we will need a zoning map for that
I'll make
area.
that.
Well, there could be more than one street facing site though.
Yeah, Gumps would be a good
Yeah,
one for that, 'cause
so,
that faces Oak Street and Broadway.
but you can't, the next sentence says rear walls of buildings are eligible. Well, if they're the rear wall, they're not facing the front or the side,
I read that earlier, I was wondering about that.
right?
What if that's supposed to be ineligible?
No, I think they're thinking about some streets or buildings where the back is facing,
Parking lot.
yeah.
We don't have any here
Yeah.
But if we leave it,
though. It's too confusing.
okay, so just remove the rear walls are eligible.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike it.
So
Yeah,
they're
but I
not
don't
gonna
think
be
you say
eligible then?
street facing either though, because we'll use the Gunts building, it faces
Two sides.
two sides.
I think you strike that entire,
Which that's listed here in the street, so.
yeah,
Well, I mean, Gump is street facing on two sides.
Yeah.
Technically by
And
zoning, it
there's a
has,
door
it
that
has
they
two front
could
yards. Yeah.
have the door replaced.
I think that would be eligible.
Or an awning put over that door and the door replaced. I mean,
But if we wanna do the rear wall, then it won't be eligible.
Right, 'cause it faces,
so
yeah.
you can put ineligible requirements or properties, I don't know, you can just set a
if you're gonna have a building inspection, does it matter whether it's, I mean, if the rear wall falls in, trust me, you got a problem. You may put 10 grand on the front, but the rear wall falls off. I've seen.
Right, right.
But should the required building inspection cover that?
I don't know.
Should.
Do they have to
Yeah.
have the whole
I think they
building
would pick that
inspected or
up.
just?
Yeah,
I would
think so.
I would think the required
Or
building,
included.
Okay, but do we, if the building inspection comes back that the rear needs peaked or whatever, tucked, peaked, whatever, are we gonna exclude them applying for that money to have that done?
that's a good question. Like, do we want some of the facade grant to be able to go to if
I
there's?
mean, I don't want to apply to the roof, cause you can't see the roof, but in all four sides of the building could need it.
We put windows in, it'd be put in
Yeah.
on three sides, not the back side.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, if you go down a couple of boxes, rear wall of building is listed again,
yeah.
under new construction,
building.
remodel. So,
I was questioning the new construction. I thought this was for repurposing the old buildings, not new construction.
Well, we had vacant lots that they can build on downtown, correct, right? Those are available, so this would apply to those new lots that they were to build.
So I wouldn't think that would apply to a facade
Not to a
or a new
facade.
build.
no,
Okay.
all
From
work,
what I've seen, it's always.
All work must be done.
yeah,
We-
it's,
we
yeah, I
strike
haven't
that
seen it
entire-
all work
applied
must be
to.
done on the street facing, et cetera. All work must be done on the exterior of the buildings.
So if we're gonna leave in rear wall of building, then we should just totally strike all work must be done on street facing side.
Yeah.
Just get rid of that box and that sentence too.
Why can't you just put exterior walls of the building?
It's on,
Where,
not walls, it just says.
Exterior.
On the exteriors of buildings.
yeah, then I don't.
So you get into what's the front, and what's the back.
Yeah,
Yeah. In the front for Gumps, there's two fronts. There's two front yards, period. That's by zoning, there's two front yards to that.
I think you could argue that by the street address, if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But it would look
But I mean, I
weird if
understand.
in zoning, we did it one way and here we did it a different way. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I think let's start out though, I mean, as we get the applications running, let's decide on what sides that we wanna do. And I'd say no rear facing at this point in time until if downtown expands or we have other zoning that happens and you're coming east and west or north, south, I mean, it's mainly downtown frontage is what we're looking at.
These are discretionary awards.
Yeah,
So you guys get to decide.
right.
So really, it's, the eligibility, I think, is more, if we leave it a little more open, it's for them to say, am I even gonna attempt to come for this? Because right here it says I can't. I mean, that's really what it's for. It's not that they could meet all these and you guys could just say, yeah, we don't agree. So how restricted do these need to be?
And I've seen facade grants that will not allow roofs on it.
Mhm.
Are we could put an
Yeah,
exclusion.
so it's basically whatever, how you wanna
Yeah.
make it for your own community.
No one wants a facade for a roof, they want a real roof.
So do you wanna leave the second box there?
I think you just take out rear
Rear
walls.
walls.
Just take out rear walls, okay.
Yeah, cause let's say even the bank, if you take out being on a corner lot, you're only gonna do one
Yeah,
front, you're just gonna do the front of the bank, leave the rest of it go.
three sides to the bank, really.
Mhm.
Yeah. But the alleyway, I can see that,
Oh, yeah,
the alley side.
that'll be the part that falls off, but, yeah.
So the next,
Are we including the rear then, or not?
No.
Strike out the
No,
rear.
okay.
and someone may come to you guys and say, I'd like to spend a little money here for this reason, that might be something good, and you guys could probably allow that.
Then all work must be on the exterior of the building. I think that's straightforward. It's no interior work. Yeah, we go with that statement. Box 3, so box 4, all work must comply with the downtown facade grant program's design guidelines and be performed by a licensed and bonded contractor per one of the 2 competitive proposals. If unable to provide 2 bids, state reason.
So this is where, that's
Yeah.
very tough.
Take out license, but leave on.
Yeah,
We'll put
Take out-
approved,
we could put
It was
approved,
approved, you said license, yeah.
and then it comes back to us, are they on our
Okay,
approved
so
list?
approved in place of license.
I think you're gonna put approve on that front page, you're not gonna tie them together on
Yeah,
the second
yeah.
page.
Okay, got that.
Should be maybe bonded or insured. Because
Approved and insured,
bonded or insured, yeah.
bonded or insured.
Okay, or
Approved, bonded,
insured,
or
okay,
insured.
got it.
For one of the 2 competitive proposals, if unable to provide 2 bids, state reason. So we want them to get multiple proposals. I would assume our approved contractor list, and here's an outside contractor list, and just as long as they have 2.
Who's gonna create that list?
Yeah, I guess my question is, why do we need 2?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, if we're approving the contract
yeah,
and the amount looks reasonable, we're not gonna question the amount that they're spending.
Okay,
Agreed.
And they're gonna
so,
have to pay, and we're only gonna give them so much,
Right.
so,
they're gonna try to get the best price possible.
yeah.
so strike per one of the 2 competitive proposals,
yeah.
Yes.
and if unable to provide 2 bids, state reason.
Yes.
Yep, just
Strike
all that.
Okay, got it.
So that language would read, all work must comply with the downtown facade grant program's design guidelines and be performed by a approved, insured, or bonded contractor.
That's what I have.
Next box, new construction / remodel and renovation projects are eligible to apply for the following items. Signage,
Stop.
oops, I'm sorry.
So are we gonna do new construction?
I think it needs to
I
go.
think it's just,
Yeah,
Okay, we'll strike that.
I think it just needs to be renovation projects. Yeah.
so roofs is on here, if you don't wanna include that.
so
I
roofs
don't,
against
I mean, we
roofs.
can take a vote, but
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm good with not having roofs on there.
Okay, so move roofs over to the ineligible items then, because
Yes.
we already list eaves and soffits there.
Yep.
Okay,
But that'll come back on your inspection then if the roof, they do an inspection to do a facade and they say the roof's bad, then you can come back and say, until the roof's fixed, we won't approve the facade.
Exactly.
Fix your roof, we'll
Fix your roof, will help you
Yeah.
do your facade.
You good with that, Dwight? Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We also have rear wall of a building on there.
strike.
That just come off.
Now, just as a thought here, and up to you guys, I don't necessarily, this is an unpopular opinion, I don't like murals. I just don't. They just don't do anything for me. Neither here nor there, but I know we have some good ones in Butler.
Mhm.
So if there is someone who wants to use this to put a mural up, say on the side of dumps or something, and it's, you guys would approve like that design, et cetera, do you want to allow some of the money to be spent for murals? Because a lot of people do like them.
Is it gonna be an improvement?
It's more of a placemaking technique than it's not a structural improvement, but it's a placemaking technique. I mean, it makes people feel, it's the same thing as, let's make this sidewalk 4 foot wider, put some of those red, dotted things and give people more room to hang out. It's a placemaking technique, something for people to.
I thought the red dotted things were for your blind.
No, yes, technically, but it gives people more room to hang out.
Okay, so if we're gonna approve.
Yes.
If we're gonna approve.
It's ADA.
It is?
Mhm,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, those little, like bumpy, those are ADA compliancy things.
So if we're gonna approve painting, is that a mural?
Well, that's what I was just throwing it out, and I would think regardless, you guys would want to approve that, because.
I think murals will be fine, as long as we see the design and we approve the design
Right.
and the placement of it.
I mean, we gotta remember the work will be done already prior.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to, in order to get reimbursed, they have to present it before the work's done.
Then I think you need to sign
See a
off,
picture of what
Yeah,
you got.
yes.
you need to sign off, my thing, on the surface that's going on here. So we're
Yeah.
gonna go back to dumps, I've got some things flaking off there. I wouldn't want somebody to go in there and just put a mural on it and make it look better when they didn't tuck point the bricks,
Right.
take care of it and patch it. So the surface to me is gonna have to be A-okay before I would approve. And that would go back to that building inspection probably.
And I didn't mean to, I mean, honestly, most of these things in the ineligibility list, to me, could be very valid. Functioning, better looking lights. I mean, some of these things just seem like they would be or could be part of this, not ineligible items. And you're gonna put up a new, say you're gonna put up a new, awning, and you wanna put some lights around it to give a good place for people. Are we just gonna say you can't use it on those lights, but you can use it on the awning? That's kinda.
I think they're gonna go over what we're gonna be able to give them anyway.
Yeah,
I mean,
I put an awning building, it's about passed out.
20 grand.
Yeah.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
that's why I wanted
I think that's before the installation.
Yeah, or lights.
You could also, instead of just saying flat out ineligible items, you could say something like negotiable items. Bring us a good design and let us decide what it could be used for. You know what I mean? As opposed to just saying these are never allowed.
Well, they're eligible, you have to approve them. It says it's eligible.
Right.
I think eaves and soffits, to me, is part of the facade of the
Yeah,
front.
absolutely.
They should be eligible.
So maybe instead of saying ineligible, just say negotiable or something.
Well, I think for like you're saying the items list, correct?
Mhm.
Maybe just strike that except
what
for
if we
roads.
leave it vague and say, if you have items other than these, contact us?
Bring it to us. Bring us a good design.
The paragraph items ineligible, I think we ought to just take out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to prove it.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so,
Or you leave it and leave roofs on there specifically.
If roofs aren't listed,
Yeah.
I mean, we can tell, when they apply, we can tell them, we're not covering your roof.
Okay.
You're gonna have to have a building inspection, like Mike said.
Yep.
The roof's gonna come back, don't matter how much money you put in this thing, if the roof isn't replaced first,
Yeah, so just take out that whole list of,
I would.
so take
I would-
out
I would-
ineligible items totally?
just that list.
Just that small paragraph.
No, sorry, not the whole side, just the listed items there.
Yes,
Yeah. Yep.
or you could state some items may be ineligible.
I think removing the ineligible completely leaves you open.
Me too.
I think the word needs to stay there. People will look for a loophole where there's
Mhm.
with anything.
And eligible items are at the discretion of the approval committee. The facade.
That's a start.
Or at the very top of this, we put, everything is at the discretion of, because it is. I mean, you know, let's say someone comes with a design for, you know, I wanna put an awning, I wanna put some lights, I wanna put a mural. And has this kind of like design in their head and described it, you guys are like, oh, that would be nice, you know?
So are we good with the renovation projects are eligible to apply for the following items: signage, awnings, windows, doors, tucket point, and masonry work, paint? And we can just put a little, maybe a blurb, all their items can be considered. All their items will be considered,
Maybe consider.
may be considered.
Okay, so,
Other items may be considered as part of a project.
Yeah, we just have to be consistent. You don't want to approve one and not approve somebody
Right.
else for the same thing.
Discretion of the board or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Heroes here down below.
I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. I've never been a huge fan. I do like some of ours. When I was on the water tower looking down at the one, I was like, oh, that's actually really cool from the water tower. I never got a lot out of them.
We're driving around town, give you a tour. Tutorial.
Mike's gonna take me on a mural tour until I like them.
Can I backtrack for a second? On the licensing, and we're gonna make an approved list. So I guess that my question's on, so what you're saying is we wouldn't require a contractor to come in, they have to have a license. They have to be on our approved list. So,
Or be approved.
Just approve, not a list.
it wouldn't be a list, we just have to approve it.
Yeah.
I think it'd be all right.
But would we want, I guess, I don't know, being in the field, would we want somebody to come in that's not licensed to do work? I don't know.
By whom? Licensed by whom?
Huh?
By whom? Licensed by whom?
Well, I mean, like if you're a contractor in my business, HVAC, I mean, I don't think I'd want somebody to put a furnace in my house without them being licensed.
Most
I mean,
builders around here are not.
I was gonna say,
Builders around here. are not
That's what you mean by licensed by who? Is it
Of course, state
Alex?
licenses HVAC, right?
With that,
State licenses HVAC.
yes.
Auburn is the only area that I'm aware of outside of Fort Wayne that has licensed electrician requirement. The contractor licensing, I don't think DeKalb County has a
We don't.
contractor licensing.
We don't.
No,
There is none, no.
So you're looking at, you're gonna have to get somebody out of Allen County.
that's why contractors love us.
Well, people in DeKalb, I think business in DeKalb County are licensed, but DeKalb County themselves do not require a permit to be pulled.
They may be licensed in Allen.
Like in Allen County, before we do any work, we gotta pull a permit. You can't do any work in Allen County without a permit.
And they would have to pull a permit, absolutely. They just wouldn't be, they wouldn't be like licensed in DeKalb as an electrician, licensed as a plumber, but they would absolutely, any of this stuff they'll have to pull a permit before they do any of this. And that might actually, if it's not in here somewhere, might be obviously part of this, must pull proper city permits.
Yeah, HVAC.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to have no permit. Do anything in DeKalb County, HVAC
Yep.
or anything like that does not need a permit.
Same with electric. The only time electric that I typically will give them permits is they need it for, like, AEP will say, we will not turn on the power until you have a permit,
Right.
but we don't actually do a permit for that, so I give them a cost-free permit so that AEP will turn back on the power.
That's great.
so eligibility requirements, do you wanna add a box, or where do you wanna put permits are required while we're talking about it before we forget it again?
Yes. Just put a note there and let's, I
Okay,
can't imagine it's not somewhere else in this, I just.
I know, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So are we?
Oh, hey, it's literally right there. If a facade grant is approved by the committee, permits may be required for
Well,
structural
we'll
items. signs,
change it
awnings,
to
versus-
R,
Yeah, our permits are required per Butler zoning ordinance.
Mhm.
And I figured we'd add a blurb, in one of the, like in the box, maybe after the renovation projects item we just got discussed, have filed for building inspection, since we're requiring that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out where we wanna fit that in.
Back to permits will be required. What about the roofs coming in there? Scratch that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it as if a facade grant is approved by the committee, permits are required per Butler zoning
Yeah,
ordinances.
just take out all the items and just say the normal ones are required. They'll come to me, I'll tell them what they need, and good to go.
Does that work for everybody?
Is it Butler city ordinance?
Per Butler zoning ordinances, yeah.
Butler city zoning. Yeah, at some point, somewhere though, he's right, we do have to add building inspection.
Yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's go through the
Might
whole-
even be the first thing
yeah.
on the eligibility. Should be one of the first things on.
That's what I think too, yeah.
So put that like at the very top, or put that after all work must be performed within the downtown? Because these are boxes we were telling them to check,
Yes,
so.
I guess I take it as once this is public, then they will have to provide the building inspection before any of these move forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
and do you want that one to be licensed?
Hey, the building inspection, it's gonna have to go through Jack Martin. It needs to go through our county building inspector, in my opinion.
Okay,
And we're already paying him.
Yeah, and yeah, we're already paying him.
Yeah, and I would probably put that right underneath eligibility requirements, the first thing.
Yeah, the very first thing.
Then we
And then
know,
you can do check each box, to
Yeah,
indicate
okay.
acceptance after the,
your application should come with a building inspection.
by the city.
Yes.
well,
Well, by the county.
By the county.
County inspector.
so do you wanna just say building inspection is required, or do you wanna?
Or you could say
or-
completed and copy provided.
Yeah,
Is that what we wanna do?
facade grant,
Required
dependent
with
on
the
a
copy
completed and, submitted, building inspection.
Yeah, but there's people out there that do building inspections for a job, so if you want DeKalb County to do it, you need to state DeKalb County.
It's specified DeKalb County, because you're right.
Well, that's up to you guys. Do you want DeKalb County to have to do these?
Yes.
I say we're paying them for a service.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
We might
Okay.
as well utilize it.
And we're not gonna know every building inspector, but we
Yeah.
do know this one.
Yes,
He's
please.
trusted and reliable.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a good one.
By DeKalb County Building Department.
Actually, is it building department?
I don't,
DeKalb County Development Services.
is that
I think
one?
that's what it is, DeKalb County Development Services.
I'll look it up to make sure.
Department of Development Services.
We're saying it is completed prior to them filing this application, correct? Or
It has
to
to
be
come-
completed.
Before-
Has to
before
accompany
approval.
the application.
Yeah.
Cause we can read the inspection and turn the application down.
Yep.
If
Yep.
we don't like what it says. Of course, we may need somebody that understands the inspection, but.
I don't,
And then we could always reply to them with, once you have fulfilled these unacceptable items, then you can reply.
yeah, absolutely, reapply. Take care of these and we'll give you money for a facade. Like,
Finish up the inspection, get approved.
Yeah.
Come back.
in the ineligible property, I don't even know that we have this, I don't think we do. But a building used exclusively for residential use, I wouldn't think that would matter if it's in downtown and they're willing to make the outside look better.
Do we have one that's?
I don't know that we do, but we don't know that we.
Down
Well,
there.
the sufficiency apartments would be the only one that would probably qualify.
But if they're improving the outside of those, do we
I don't care. Do you guys
care
care?
if there's an apartment complex? I don't know.
Make it look good.
What was the question?
On the, like these efficiency apartments down here, Are those, would we make an apartment complex or something that's used for residential?
I would think if it's within our small downtown area, anything would apply. Like, let's make it look better.
I mean, if somebody buys a business building and wants to turn it into where they live, gut it and turn it in, do we?
That's against our zoning.
You'd have to live
now.
upstairs, you can't live on the storefront.
Right.
The first level.
Do we care whether it's?
I don't think so, since it's facing what we're
Yeah.
trying to clean up.
Yeah.
I think it should be
I
included.
mean, if they want to put new windows in the place, do we care?
So,
If it makes it look better?
Right.
so strike that one under ineligible properties. The building used exclusively for residential use, strike that.
I think so, because you
Okay.
already have boundaries to
It should never work out that way, but just in case somehow it did, who cares? Make it look good. I want the downtown to look good.
Is there anything, I know we're only through 2 pages, but it may be back here, but not-for-profits probably need to be ineligible.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay,
Church groups.
yes.
Any.
But it's not paying tax dollars,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
tax money.
Yeah, we talked about it too.
okay, I will add that one.
You're gonna have a lot of edits to
Yeah.
make here.
Colleen is gonna have a lot of edits here.
I wish she was watching this right now.
We're gonna have to get these ones up. Start all over.
We go with page 2? So, continuing on, program guidelines, application review. The blank will provide and explain the facade grant, so it'll be the applicant. Program application to the interested applicant or owner, the blank will.
Sorry.
You making fun of me?
No, the mayor just pointed out how many murals we have again.
Oh.
Again.
I'm like, my hook, I'm fine, work, man.
Are you chewing gum right now, Justin?
No, I'm not. With blank will receive the completed application at the following office and address. Next one, are we good with anything that is set in that paragraph?
I don't think we need blanks there.
I mean, are they gonna be filling in those?
They're not gonna know what to put there.
Yeah, I think we just take away the blanks and put real.
Yeah, say, the applicant will provide and explain the facade grant program application. Well, no, who is going to explain the program to the applicant?
And honestly, I think probably anyone here could do that. I mean, it's just an explanation.
So the city planner,
Sure.
City.
or his designee.
Or you can do that.
No, just city planner.
Yeah.
That's a loophole.
I'm making Bob my designate. RDC will determine if the submitted application package is complete and ready for review, or do you want that to be?
How do you do that?
That would be me.
Well, we still need to do the second sentence.
Oh, right.
The blank will receive the
The completed application,
Facade grant committee.
yeah.
Well, no, because this is literally just where they're gonna take it. I would just say that the application will be turned into 215.
Yeah,
South
just
Broadway.
say the application and required documents need to be submitted at 2:50.
Yep.
Okay.
So the next paragraph there is much like a development plan pre-filing. So someone to just go through and say, boom, 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 do they have every bit of documentation they need? So you can do city planner or designate again, and then,
Hang on, I'm
Yeah.
still on the,
The completed application.
yeah, okay, so who will determine?
city planner or designate.
Okay,
And then for review by the
Yeah.
RDC facade grant committee, or
Well,
just
maybe-
facade.
well,
Maybe the whole,
Just get rid of the blank altogether and just make it facade grant committee.
yeah.
okay,
Now, who's on the facade grant committee? I think it ought to be all of us. I don't
Maybe all
think
of
it
us
should
plus
just
Main
be-
Street.
I
Yeah.
don't think it should, well, are you gonna hold a joint meeting then to review it?
I
with Main
think that's
Street?
what we would want to ensure, so they are included on this, correct? That's what we do. I mean, just because their name's on it, they need to have more involvement for where those.
Can I make a suggestion? 2 from here and 2 from there, because if it's all of you, we have to notify 48 hours in advance of
okay.
every single meeting.
Right, that's valid.
Because of too many people or.
Because of too many people. If there's 3 of you at that meeting, then it's an official meeting and we need to comply with the open door law.
But if it's planned out, you should know when your meetings are.
Yes, we
To
should.
plan them out, especially for meeting.
I don't think there's any reason why, just in general, I don't think there's any reason why they couldn't. No one's gonna be in such a rush if they can't wait till the next RDC meeting and you got.
Kind of do like what we do with the board of work. I mean, if there's one submitted and we add it to our docket and then invite the Main Street.
So we could just add a sentence in here saying applications received at least 10 days before the upcoming RDC meeting will be reviewed at their normal meetings on XXX.
I like that.
Yeah, so you just rewrite that, the subject
Yeah.
committee will be as needed to consider
Yeah.
applications.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris? You think for the Main Street? I know, I don't know whether they wanna.
I don't think they wanna take this on.
Yeah,
personally.
I think more or less they want the name out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they ought to just be an attachment of name to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
City
got
of
enough
Butler, City
on
of
their plate.
Butler, and it probably ought to say City of Butler, you know, whether it's RDC or whatever it is, I mean, and then Butler Main Street, but I don't think they wanna take on more.
Yeah.
They got
So you guys make the decision during a normally scheduled meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to leave that.
But if we have a facade grant committee, does it just have to be RDC?
I would just say the Butler RDC. I wouldn't even say the side grant committee then. I would just say Butler RDC.
You're missing what I'm asking. Does it just have to be the members of RDC if we assign a grant?
No.
I mean, can you have a say, and a vote?
I don't want.
Because I don't think all these will pass unanimously. I've been a part of one of these and they don't.
Okay.
Personalities come into it, murals.
Colors, I'm sure could be
Yeah,
part of it
yeah.
too, if they wanna paint it fluorescent yellow, some.
And I'm not sure the 4 of us really want to
Take a
make
committee and name.
all those decisions. I don't think there's gonna be an
What's that?
abundance of them, first of all, but.
If they make a facade grant committee, who all can be appointed to that? Like, can they just decide, well, city council need to decide, how's that work?
I don't think there is any, however you wanna do it.
Mhm.
Okay. So, up to you guys.
So, that being said, do we want to create a facade grant committee? Or do we leave this up to us to vote?
Somebody needs to know all the downtown ordinances, and I certainly
I do
don't.
not know all the ordinances as well.
I hate to throw you under the bus, but,
The vote is the ones that vote.
Yeah.
yeah.
They have advisors.
Yeah.
But
We would have, well, they're coming to you anyway, so you'll be reviewing them, so you'll know if they meet
Yes.
within the ordinances.
I'll write you guys up, these
Yeah.
fit the ordinances or they do not.
Yeah, and I think at that point, then it can come in front of us to discuss and move forward without having to create a whole nother committee.
Okay, well, then we need to strike the sub grant committee in about 4 places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cause I would say picking people for committees for me has been difficult, cause we just now replaced the person on the plan commission, where that position's been available for 3 years since Sandy Lickliner resigned.
yeah, at least.
So if you're gonna create another committee and you're gonna ask
It's,
more people to be on it that's not in this room, I think it's gonna be kind of tough to.
yeah, I've been on other committees also. It is very hard to find volunteers willing to commit.
If the city was 4
Hours.
times the size,
Yes, if we were
Yeah.
4 times the size, but we're asking the same people.
I mean, I'm
Over and over.
fine with RDC making
Yeah.
a decision, but we.
You will accept
we need
input from others.
a lot of guidance.
And you're right too, they're gonna go to him, so
Mhm.
he's gonna be the front guy to
And I'll
Says
just provide you with the
directions.
rules.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them flat out if what they wanna do, sorry, like you literally can't do that.
Try to critique them before they even get to the RDC.
So we have about 5 more minutes left, and we got, I think, 8 more pages.
I'm really enjoying going through it line by
Yeah.
line.
So do we want to finish this column, or do we want to table? I just started marking out, like you said, 4 or 5 different areas of facade grant committee. I know we decided on that we will, take on the guidance of our city planner for the ordinances. But I think my suggestion would be is to continue reading this on and then bring back to our next meeting, with some other items that we can read through, ideas, edits.
Well, you've made so many changes that there might be changes further into the document that will be automatic.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's.
Let
get
us work on it.
Yeah.
And see what we end up after this
Yeah.
discussion.
Send it out and we can all go through it.
And we can send it out.
Individually and mark out what, or
Yep.
make notes,
Yes,
so it'll go a little quicker.
yeah,
You guys have said a lot and a lot of what you do and don't want, so a lot of this.
yeah, there's a lot,
Can we finish at least page 3?
yeah.
Yeah, we might run over a little bit of time. Is that okay with everybody? Okay. So the applicant will be required to attend the committee meeting, so if they got a committee there,
Mhm.
so that'd be the monthly scheduled meeting for the RDC to explain the project. So we're having them explain the project in addition to the application, having them present it. Is that we in agreement with that? Yes. Okay. The application package will be reviewed within 30 days of submittal by the RDC to determine whether the project should receive a grant and determine the amount of the grant award. In making the determination, the RDC will consider the following factors. So are we good with that statement? I have all of the committee items striped on this.
Do we really need those factors? Do we
Well,
need the 4
project
factors?
category.
I think that it will lend credence to why you guys made your decision, yes or no. It's kind of like zoning decisions and stuff, pay reasonable regard to the comprehensive plan. Yes, you can go against it, but did you really pay reasonable regard?
They're pretty subjective.
Yeah.
You see, decide which one.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a guidebook.
So strike.
I would leave it in.
I would leave it in.
I like it. It's gonna be part of my write-up to you guys. I'm gonna say, yes, this, in my opinion, would positively affect, this would enhance the blighted area, and you guys can take it from there. It would just be my, here's what I think about this.
So leaving all 4 factors. Then the downtown facade grant program shall be administered by the RBC and then list number of members and who they represent.
So just members.
RDC, yeah.
Yeah.
We go with that.
Is that a requirement?
I mean, just to be administered by, it's, I
But
don't
I
know,
mean,
be part of
is
that.
everybody's name, is that?
I don't think so.
No,
on
No,
this,
if we
no.
did have transition, it would be annoying for me to go back and, or you to go back and change it.
Uh-huh.
So maybe just
I
put
just-
RDC.
Yeah, and I don't want somebody applying, that knocking on my door before they even come to the meeting either.
Just put
If it's
RDC.
after the meeting, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. So
I'll
RDC.
send them down to his house, we have a house, it won't matter.
Or his house.
He gets enough, he don't need any more.
So just leave it as the RBC. Got it. All right. So required materials for application. Application packages must include the following documentation to illustrate the visual impact of the project and its costs. Failure to provide all required information will result in an unaccepted application. The owner or applicant will provide all items to be included for review. Completed application form, signed and dated. We good with this?
Are you gonna require the building, I mean, you've got the building inspector down in number 4,
Mm-hmm,
and you already said the Cal building inspector here.
yeah,
So do we want to move that up
Yes.
to 1?
Move that up to one?
Yeah, I think it should be,
Okay.
it's number one on the first sheet. probably.
So move this to number
Associated
one,
property
okay.
order.
And you want it to be inspect the facade or inspect the building?
The building.
Yes.
Do we need the whole building inspected or just the exterior of the building?
See, that's a good question because, let's say that the rear wall doesn't look like it's falling out, but in the basement, it's been flooded and the entire thing's gonna fall in the next 5 years.
I think it,
I think the whole building should be inspected.
Yeah, foundation and roof.
Well,
All
does-
are three critical.
just structural purposes or structural integrity, do you just change purposes out of integrity in there? Or just structural, all entirety of building?
Shall inspect the building for structural integrity prior to submittal, just straight up, anywhere that there's structural integrity, make sure it's.
It's number 6 or number 5?
We're on number 4, which became number 1.
Okay.
So you're not taking the facade out of that
I'm gonna
sentence?
take
Yeah.
facade and insert building, and we're gonna remove purposes and insert integrity.
Prior to the submittal of
Mhm.
application, property owner may be required to pay for inspection fees.
Will be,
Will be.
Will be, okay.
and upon approval will be reimbursed. I mean, if we're gonna make a requirement, I don't want somebody to put $400 or $500 out for an inspection, and then us approve it, I think that ought to be reimbursable, but
Yeah.
not come out of the,
Upon grant approval,
What is the county gonna charge us for these?
I'll find that out tomorrow for
Because we're
sure.
already paying a flat fee to them, like
Yeah.
$4,000.
Let me see if these are, I mean, it's not like we're talking 200 buildings.
Yeah.
We're pretty simplistic. I'll see if they're gonna charge us for it separately.
If they pay for that, then that is an addition to.
Yeah. in my opinion,
Yeah, I
it should
agree.
be.
I agree.
And
Okay.
typically not all the time.
That's not on the same account, or anything, so that was.
No,
Account for
not the same
reimbursement.
account.
Okay.
And you know, if we have,
Agree with that?
if we have 2 of these in the next 4 years,
They're
we
putting the
might be able to
effort.
get more donations,
Well,
rather than
otherwise,
seeing,
then that should be about.
Seen an increase.
seeing
Mhm.
improvements, so.
Will be and upon grant approval to be reimbursed. Okay. So that number 4 moves to line item 1, so then line item 1 becomes number 2.
Do you wanna put reimbursed in addition to the grant allocation? So they know that
Up
they're
to you guys.
getting that back.
That's fine.
We can go with that, and let me just make sure that we would even get charged separate for that. They may not get charged separate.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Well, they'll have to pay for the building inspection.
I don't know that they will.
We pay a
Really?
flat fee to the county already.
Oh.
Yeah.
$4,000 a year, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
We're not talking about doing 20 of these, 15 of these. I mean, it's gotta be a couple here and there, maybe. So let me just call and see what we're doing.
And if he's over there inspecting other work, he's already gonna be there, so you could probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yep, let me check.
Okay. Written consent from the property owner, if leasing or renting the property, the consent shall give permission to the leasee or renter to apply for the facade grant program, and if approved, to conduct facade improvements. You good with that? That line item.
Does that leave the leasee, the potential, one to do the work?
As in, they are paying the contractor to do the work, is what you're saying, or them themselves doing the work?
I think you guys would have to say if
We
you
have to-
approve of you doing that or not. It would have to be an
Yeah.
approved contractor. And if they are an approved contractor, I think you guys would have
Yeah.
to say, no, that's not.
I'm just curious if that gives that
Yeah.
renter or leasing the opportunity to save labor
Right.
and input the money towards the material.
I think this is saying this will give them the consent, just to apply, not to actually complete the work. So I think you keep maintaining that word apply for the facade grant. And then to conduct, you can say conduct with or move forward with contracted services.
We state that on the application already.
Yeah. So we good with this?
I think that one's good.
Okay.
3, I think needs stricken.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you don't wanna involve any landmark.
Oh.
And talk about making it more complex than anyone ever wants to deal with.
If we had downtown historic district guidelines on the buildings, Indiana landmarks would be there, but Auburn doesn't have that.
Okay.
Angola does, and you have to go right down to the right size window, the right color.
We ran into
all
that when we renovated this building.
Gotcha. Dictate what you can do.
Yeah, and
It
they-
runs the cost up.
they wouldn't allow us to replace the doors. We had to have them refurbished. That did not fix everything, so we had them replaced with replications as soon as our designation ran out, which was 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
No.
yeah, no, don't.
Is that because this building was considered historic? Is that what you're saying?
They got a grant, I think they got a grant from DNR somehow that went into the historic building designation, but it only lasted for 10 years. It was weird, but we were having problems with the doors and we couldn't do anything.
Well, that was done way before me, because you've been here, what, 13 years?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, it was replaced before 10 then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the dime store over here, Indiana Landmarks has money in that, and whoever owns that, they have to be a little bit cautious on what they do. Indiana Landmarks will have a say.
So, do we strike that fully?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I want the downtown to look good, not nickel and dime for every last thing. Otherwise, our facade grant may mean nothing.
Right.
It costs $7 grand to put one window in.
Right.
Seriously, Indiana Landmarks.
Must include color photographs of existing,
I like that.
of existing exterior building conditions. Just take out that second. Proposed drawing, layout, if change of facade, construction details. If there are structural issues, concerns, determined an engineer drawing may be required by a structural engineer. This is not part of the grant fee. There we go. I'd assume this will all come out of the building inspection.
Yeah.
Samples of materials and colors may be used, or colors to be used, paint samples, types of board, types of windows, not vinyl, due to historical preservation, if applicable. Any other documentation necessary to illustrate the visual impact of the proposed project, provide specifications. So this has historical preservation within this.
I think that this needs to stay. I think that you guys need to be able to approve this or not. Want someone painting.
Bright pink building.
Yeah, bright pink building in downtown Butler, I think you guys need to
I like that.
have some control over this. It's not Indiana historic, it's you guys historic, it's Butler historic.
Yeah, but do you wanna say, still keep no vinyl windows?
I do. Oh, no, not windows. Was that windows?
Yeah, yeah.
I think windows could be vinyl. I wanna make sure people aren't covering up whole sections with vinyl or, something that doesn't make sense for the downtown, but I don't have a problem with vinyl windows. They hold up for a long time.
I'm fine with
Yeah.
vinyl
I
windows.
think almost everything is vinyl.
Mhm. Okay, I'm
I'm just
gonna
doing
strike.
wood on one side and vinyl on the other
Yeah, I
side.
mean, you want
Uh-huh.
up your expense and they can put in all wood windows.
Yes. And once again, then our facade grant really means nothing if we,
Correct.
Okay, so just strike out the not vinyl.
Mhm.
So number 8, submit two competitive proposals from licensed, insured, and bonded. So that would just be submit a proposal or one proposal from we said over in the other.
Insured,
page.
bonded,
Mhm.
insured.
Yeah,
or
take out
bonded.
licensed, insured.
approved, insured, or bonded. Same one we have elsewhere.
Okay. Approved, insured, bonded, contractor. These proposals should give detailed information about the work to be done, the costs, and the project completion schedule. Any contractor that has submitted a competitive detailed estimate may be used. Contractors cannot be changed unless new proposals have been submitted and approved by the ERDC.
I like that.
I think where it says any contractor should be any approved contractor.
Okay?
You're just saying any.
I could have said that, I mean,
Huh?
contractors cannot be changed unless new proposals have been submitted and approved by, and then the A&E, you said it, just it goes to approved, right? Or you leave it any contractor?
I would say any approved contractor that has
That's
submitted a
it.
competitive
Yeah.
bid. If someone may come to us with 3 different bids, who knows?
If they're smart, they will.
Yeah, absolutely.
Last statement, owners, lessees, or renters who are in the contracting business and intend to perform work on their own building must furnish at least one proposal other than their own to be done. Please provide insurance and bond information.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what.
Yep.
Yeah. Earlier.
All right, we'll stop at page 3.
The only thing I will say, owners, lessees, or renters, did we use renters in any other section of this?
Yes, yes.
It was there? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I just wanna make sure,
One place.
I wanna make sure we'd at least called it out.
Yeah, at the very front it says check 1. So I think I just do one thing to kind of fine tooth comb as you guys go through this.
So do we hold on to this for next time, or do you wanna do it real quick?
I can do it real quick. So you also received a report from me with 2 green lines, one on the front, one on the back. The one on the back, that is your budget money. So we have a budget of 80,000 for this year. At least I think, I don't have it in front of me.
Which one's the budget line?
The one on the back, so
Okay.
flip it over.
24.
Making sure.
Yes. Yes, our budget for this year is $80,000 even.
Use 80,133 then?
Yes, so you have extra money there because that, we have not received our tax distributions for this year, so we have another 40,000 coming in to add to that number. And then that line on the front that says RC Downtown Project, that is also redevelopment money that I have been setting aside every year so that you do have the ability to do a larger project.
Okay.
We would need to do an appropriation or a budget request to spend it though. So don't feel like you don't have any money. You've got quite a bit, actually.
We could use all that 133, can't we, if we appropriate that? as
If we
well?
appropriate it, yes, we can spend all of that.
Is the facade grant money?
Yes, that is in the budget for 20,000 for this year. And we also have in the budget a capital project of 37,000. I didn't give this one to you.
Oh, okay. So,
So between those two, buddies, got 2 line items, almost 300,000.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I've been transferring money for about 10 years at least to build this up.
Yeah.
So, because the RDC has limits as to how much tax dollars they can collect.
So make good decisions.
Yes.
No murals.
can you ever see buy a building in downtown in Winnebago?
Mhm.
They gotta go through the condemnation process.
Yeah.
Well,
But yes, the RDC is allowed to purchase and sell property.
Keep
People
the
don't
building
wanna
next
sell.
door. 'cause
Yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
city will own that. City already sees somebody can own that. Yours will own that.
Yeah.
It's a tax sale, again.
Again.
Is that?
Who owns it now?
Huh?
Is that?
I don't know, I forget, I have to look at it, it's in my notes, the board of work.
Out of the state.
We can talk about that.
But they're out of state?
The one that's solution is
There
is there not, town village recently, the 3 buildings got left, is that not one of them?
Okay, sir.
But it's either one of contractors that are on it.
Yeah, we think they just changed their name.
Do you guys wanna, if you guys have everyone gonna chat, do you guys wanna close the meeting?
Yeah, we're good. Are you gentlemen good? I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, we get a motion to, close.
Have we heard anything on the phone?
Lot aluminum site update?
Yeah, anything?
What about the deadline?
Deadline was Friday.
Yeah.
The only thing they have done, well, we talked last meeting, is we talked to Andrew for a demolition permit. They did reach out to Ken from JPR about providing the paperwork where it states that Pate Holdings was a recipient of the Ready grant, and Ken wrote back to him that, no, you guys aren't the recipient, it would be the city. And like I told you before, if you want access to that money, you need to sign an agreement with the city to be co-project owners on this and move forward. Nothing, so unsafe building meeting last night, we moved forward with condemning the building. Don's gonna send out a nasty gram and so on and so forth.
Process.
Start going after them. They haven't left us any choice.
Thank you for that update. There's a lot better wording that I could have done at the moment.
Yeah.
But any other questions?
I don't think so.
We adjourn? We have to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second. So moved, 7:16.
Did you not pay the heat bill there?
It shuts off at